What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I want to give you my take on why we were able to get a contract proposal from our local here at Local 26 that had more changes to it that would affect our daily work lives than ever before. This includes the PTO contract as well. Now, why did we get this contract that had so much language changes? 18 different points at a minimum that I took notes on. 18 different points of change with working conditions. Why did that happen? What was different? This contract has the most changes in it that I've ever seen. I've been a member of Local 26 since 2006. I topped out of my time in 2011. And throughout all my time, I've been pretty active. Minus my apprenticeship, I wasn't as active as an apprentice. But once I topped out, I've been pretty active in the local. And this contract, by far, has the most changes than any contract I've seen. You would have to talk to older folks to go back further than that. That's the reference point that I have. But why is that? Why did it happen? What was different this time around? It's not like we had a completely different negotiating team. There were some new faces on the negotiating team, to be sure. But it's not like we had a new main core group negotiating the contract. So what was different? If you remember, back in October, we put forth a motion for transparency during negotiations. The following meeting, the amount of members that turned out with an interest in having transparency throughout negotiations, this meant that a lot of folks turned out because they wanted to be a part of the process. They wanted to know what was going on. And in November, that motion was called out of order by the chair. And it was argued against by the chair that if we grant transparency, it's going to hinder the ability to negotiate a strong contract. Which is a fair argument to make. It's not an argument that is not uncommon. It's not an argument that is not made. It's a fair argument to make. The counter argument was that, no, I think it would increase the ability to make a stronger contract. And even though we were called out of order on that motion, we overruled the chair by appealing to the meeting, and the membership decided to debate the issue and come to a compromise that everybody can agree on. And in fact, the transparency motion wound up passing unanimously. And what followed? A quadrupling of attendance at the monthly general membership meeting. Quadrupling of attendance. That goes to show that the membership really wanted to be invested, that they were invested and they really cared about the outcome of this contract. So what that did was, it, instead of sapping the negotiating team of their strength, it injected them almost like with steroids or like with nitrous. It injected them with turbo boost and allowed them the fortitude to push for a stronger contract. So after all of those months of giving us updates and talking about it and giving them feedback and blah, 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 all that stuff, you guys know, you were there. What was proposed was a contract that I'd never seen before. Never before did we get a proposal as comprehensive as the one that we just got. And whether you love this contract or you absolutely hate this contract because the money's too short, whatever side of the coin you're on, you have to understand something. Our negotiating team, they worked hard on this contract. They worked very long hours on this contract. Just like you were working 12-hour shifts, they were working 12-hour shifts to try to get the very best deal that they could. You got to understand that. Number two, the amount of interest that you guys took is directly the cause of so much going into this contract. Directly. Now that's my opinion. I'm just a JW looking from the membership seats, watching the process just like all of you. But in my opinion, it was the fact that at every union meeting, there were hundreds of members in attendance across all the satellite sites. Hundreds of members in attendance with keen interest on what was going on. And our negotiating team, they understood that. And they worked hard. And they got you the best that they could. So whether you like it or not, take a bow, Local 26 members. Take a bow. Because your involvement, your questions, your emails, your attendance at the meetings are the direct cause. And thank your negotiating team for listening to what the members were wanting and doing the best that they could. We got a long way to go, guys. A long way to go. This ain't over by a long shot. But understand where our strength lies. It's in the same place that I've been telling you it lies for years now. It's in you guys. It's in us. Collectively. Working together for a better tomorrow. And yeah, we didn't get everything we wanted this time around. But 3,700 people decided to be involved. Hundreds decided to be involved every month at the union meeting, asking questions, demanding answers. And the result of that is where we're at. We've got bright, bright days ahead of us. We just have to remember that it's our collective effort and solidarity that will win the day. And I believe in you guys, 100%. My money's on the membership. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right. It never was. That was a game they pulled on us. The fight's up and down, and it's going to take solidarity to win, always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one, and remember, there could be no union without you, and I, front and center. Peace.